Today is day 8 of a bootcamp series on FOSSA Pup CE4. So far we have many keyboards working now, keyboard shortcuts working. For example, Control Spacebar will bring a Rofi launcher, which I went through in the previous bootcamp series. So within this, there is a jwmdesk top manager here, which is very enticing in a way that it has many themes and way to arrange for the tray here, and even menu on F12. So it is very tempting to use this. However, I have noticed that unexpected side effect of losing your keyboard binding on a jwmrc personnel file, and frequently it will also rearrange the menu and also tray and the theme. So I try to avoid it as much as possible. Let me just demonstrate though. However, I think the mouse cursor I noticed does not interfere with the other settings, and then it'll also make it easier for me to present this. So because the mouse cursor, although it's clear here, I like it to have it a little bit bigger. So we can go ahead and click on mouse cursor, and then we'll click on more themes, and then it'll refer to this particular forum where you can download the pet file. Pet file is a file that can only be used in Puppy Linux, and it's very easy to use because you can go to the pet that's been downloaded and we can just click on it. Single click. Not in this case, so we'll go to the file itself, and we'll go ahead and give it a single click, and then do you want to install? Yes, and it's actually installed. So what we can do is just go to F4. We'll close it, all the anything. So we'll just go ahead and quit here also, and we'll click on it again. This time you'll get a lot more choices, and my preference is Celtic Preview, so it's fairly large, and we'll just go ahead and apply, and you can see that the cursor has changed. So I think that is fairly safe. Just to demonstrate a problem that you may run into, I think that what I'll do is, I noticed that if I change the color of this speaker icon here, that it may rearrange the tray, so we don't want that kind of problem. So let me just go ahead and bring out the rocks filer, and we'll go to the tray here, and then we want to make a backup. Okay, so this, we can just erase this, and then here we can grave key will bring out the terminal within that folder. So here we can go ahead and copy .jwmrc tray tab, and then jwmrc tray, and then we'll just make it a BAK just to have a backup, just in case. So we'll go ahead and exit out, and then we'll go ahead and F4 again. And now what we want to do is see if you can go to the tray icon, and I prefer to have a different color of this. So we got a speaker icon, and I prefer to have a fairly bright red, so that looks good. And then you notice that it's changed, and this color I prefer just to have it white. It seems to stand out. So, and then here Okay, and apply, and let's see what happens if anything changes here. It may or may not. I think that it may rearrange things, so we'll see. Apply, and then quit. So it did not rearrange things, but in previous other Puppy Linux distro, JWM may rearrange the tray. Next, I will go over how to set up a redshift, which I find is very helpful in, especially when you're using the a computer at night or evening. So we'll just go ahead and redshift, and then you can see that it's showing up here, and we're gonna right click on it, and then we're gonna make sure that redshift automatic mode is clicked. So right now so we want to click it, and we want to make sure there's a click. What it'll do is it'll automatically locate where the computer is. In my case, it's San Diego, California, and it's already all set up to use. So it's gonna change the night color temperature is different than the day color. So we'll just go ahead and close that for now. One of the problem though is that unless you do the after you reboot, it may not show up here. So what you can do is go ahead and go to the rocks file, or super X in my case, and then go to config and auto start. What we want to do is we want to put in a redshift the desktop here. So what that is the USR share applications, right here, and then we can just go ahead and put it on the left side with the super left arrow key, and then we can go down to redshift, and then here you want to grab it with your right mouse click, or you can go with the left mouse click and just drag it over, and then rather than copying it, you just need the absolute link to it. Now that way, after you reboot, it's gonna show up, and it's gonna show up in auto mode.